tripe and bean, Jamaican style, not curry, original when we grew up on, original tripe and bean, original old school tripe and bean. Welcome back, viewers, subscribers. Thanks for coming back and tuning in again to Mother Production. Please remember, if you haven't subscribed as yet, please remember to subscribe. I see you watching, but I need you to subscribe. Today, I'm going to be making some cold tripe with broad bean or butter bean. Stay tuned and watch it come together. See there, cold tripe. When this cook, it shrink, you know. It look like plenty, but not plenty, you know, because once it cook, it shrink. See there? Once it cook, it will shrink. So maybe just wash it up, wash it off, and get it cut up. So stay tuned. See all them things in there, so you have to make sure it clean out. You have to clean them out. Make sure them nice and clean, you know. So I'm going to wash it off with a little vinegar. And when I done cut up, I'm going to wash it off again. Vinegar and cold water. All them stuff you have to clean out. See it there? And the animal intestine, so you have to make sure you clean it good, you know? So just stay tuned and watch where I go on. See there, them little things here, you clean it off. See, they clean it out, all far out. Make sure it clean off, you know. Some things you can't get off, but in here, them it have like a fatty stuff you have to definitely get off. See, this is just part tight, you know. So you don't want to tear off what you're supposed to eat, but you dress it up, like mother used to say. Clean it up, you know. Get it cleaned up. Clean up and cut up. So I'm going to go through and finish clean up all this and come back and cut them up and show you what it look like. So stay tuned. So see it now, me wash it and clean it up the best way I can. Some of them things you now go get out because I just so it stay. But you clean out more sight as you can, right? Animal intestine, you clean it. Yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and cut them up now. Them shrinking, so you don't want to cut them too small. Because when them shrink, they look like nothing in the pot. So So you kind of want to leave them kind of chunky, you know? Yeah. Well, me don't want them too small. And by the way, you squeeze the water out tight because it's spongy. Water will hold in it, see? You have to squeeze it out. Yeah. And for all who don't know, see what it looks like there. Them have the ones like tube, like an intestine would look like. And then you have this, where I think of this some people call the book because, well, not necessarily. You have another part will look like a book, like it have leaves, in which the animal it eat the animal. Like the best way we can put it is, it give them roughage, you know. It flush out things outside of them, so it look like it would fan the thing out. Read up on it, man. Read up on it. We don't want to discuss that part tight when we are eat it a food. But just cut them up, right? I'm going to put these in and take out the rest. And how much? It's just a one eat or a two eat. A long time I not eat some. And I see it and I just pick up a little small pack. You know what I mean? That's all. So I'm just showing you how I hook up mine, you know? With some butter bean and some carrot and pepper and stuff. Nice it up and cook down in there, you know? Yeah. It shrink. So it will shrink when it cooks. So I just have one eat or one, two eat. Something like that. Somewhere around that line. So see it now. I'm going to hit it with some seasoning, powder seasoning, and go from there. Alright, so let me see what I have up here. Let me take down what I'm going to use. I'm going to use a little meat tenderizer, some all-purpose seasoning, you have a little Maggi season up, adobo, garlic powder, onion powder, and some soy sauce. Low sodium. I don't want to overdo it, you know. So I will put some pimento berry in there too. Just a touch. Just a touch. And I don't want to make it too salty. Alright, so I'll get on me low sodium soy sauce, right? Flavor and color. And this I go suck it up quite spongy. So it I go absorb all that flavor. Then I go with some meat tenderizer. Salty, you know, so be careful. But it will help tenderize it. You can have other things going on that have salt in it. Like this, for example. And also the Maggi. So I go very light with these things. Later on in the process, if them need a little more seasoning, then we can always add. My mother always say better to add than take away. Meaning as better you add more than you put too much and you can't take it out. Right? Play safe and not be sorry. Alright, my all-purpose badia, onion powder. Onion powder fall asleep on me. It did leave open. Dampness got in there, so the onion powder fell asleep. Look at that. Don't want too much. Some garlic powder. and some adobo. Not too much, because these things contain plenty of salt. A few pimento berries. And my secret ingredient, Old Bay. Yes, try it. You're going to see the difference. Not much. Kick the flavor up quite a few notches. And some ground black pepper. Not putting too much, because I can put hot pepper on it as well. Country pepper, as they call it. I'm going to crush a couple cloves of garlic, fresh garlic. And you want to put enough garlic on there, because it helps to tenderize the meat. It gives it flavor. And it has health nutrients beneficial to the body. Yeah. So me do it tonight. Come out easier than if you peel it off. Right? The skin come right off. Just like that. Alright. But still I go cut them up. Just rough chop them, you know. Not chop them fine, just rough chop them. Rough chop them. Put that on there. Then now, I'm going to add some more seasoning just so it sit down and get for marinate. So stay tuned. So I did have some leftover scallion and green pepper. We just going to put it on for it marinate with it. When it a cook, more will get added. You just kind of want to get some flavor on it. You know what I mean? Yeah. We have a nice little onion dish. The onion is too big feet though. But it keep the onion smell out. You know, sometimes you keep it in a Ziploc bag just so the onion will make the food inside the refrigerator taste like onion, or you use saran wrap. Here's another solution. They have one for everything. Tomato, garlic, you name it. Give this a rinse. And then just I go chop it up. No fancy way. Because like I said, just say the meat marinate with. More is gonna go on it later on. See there? All that. This scallion, I'm gonna just release the natural flavors and oil in it and chop on it. And the pepper, just because it is leftover, a piece left over. More will be added. Trust me. Alright, see it there? I'm gonna rub everybody in now. I'm not put no thyme or hot pepper on it, not yet. When me a cook, then all you know see who know how this thing is being should be cooked. What you don't see, you'll see when the cooking start or during the cooking process. Yes. And there it is. The tripe season up. Alright, so stay tuned and watch this thing come together. Remember to like, you know, and subscribe. So I have on my pot with some oil in it, and I'm going to add a few ingredients before we drop this in. So here I have a piece of fresh chopped ginger, roughly crushed ginger. And also I have a peg of fresh garlic, beat up and crushed to release all the flavor and the oil. I'm going to drop that in the oil. The oil is not too hot yet, but I'm going to drop it in and let the oil catch some flavor. I could smell that aroma already. Here I have some vegetables cut up, colored bell peppers, carrot, hot peppers, scallion, all that good stuff. This is for later. The smell of the fresh ginger and the garlic smells so good. Don't want to burn them though, just enough to infuse the oil with some flavor. So remember, this yesterday was seasoned with bell peppers and onions and all them things. All that going in, scallion, all that going in to cook and start flavor this some more. I'm gonna lower the heat just a little bit. And I'm just gonna stir this up. Now, if you notice, there's no curry powder on my tripe. Most times I see people curry them tripe. I just want to do it the traditional way, the way my mother used to do it. We just the color it has. If you add anything else, maybe some little other seasoning, and it catch that color, that's fine. But me choose to go with it the way it is. So I'm gonna crank the heat back up to 7. I'd lower it on 5. And then I'm gonna let this do what it do. See, I don't add no water yet, see it? It chump its own water, it's sweat. So I'm just gonna leave this and let it cook. Now let's check back and see what's going on in here. Well, see, it's created its own liquid. No water was added. It created its own liquid. No water was added, people. See it there? So you see it's starting to reduce, right? And this type of meat, it's gonna take a while to cook. I'll give it maybe the tops 2 hours. It's gonna take some time to cook. So I'm gonna go ahead and add a little bit more water because this is almost reduced. And I'm gonna use hot water. I have hot water in here in this from the same container that it was seasoned in. So don't watch the little particles that you see in the water. It's from the meat itself. And I'm going to be generous with the water because it needs that to tenderize the meat. And leave it to come to a boil again. And as it cooks, we will check back and see how it's coming along. All right, so this thing has been cooking for a little while. I'd say probably close to an hour now, since we put this on, yeah? And see all the vegetables start to break down, cook down, and things are going in at the pot. Like me say, it's gonna take a little while. You can see the pimento berries, aka allspice, cooking to flavor it up, bell pepper, scallion, powder seasoning, all the seasoning that went on yesterday is in there helping to season this tripe and bean. So stay tuned, guys. It's a process and I'm not big to it, It's just you have to get the meat tender and make sure you season your pot good, cause tripe now really, have the kind of flavor to it. It depends on what you make it or how you season it and where you're putting it. You know what I mean? If you know, you know. So it'll come along. And later I'm going to steam some white rice with it. And of course I'm going to add the rest of vegetable and my butter bean, and it's going to nice. Like and subscribe, yeah? And stay tuned and watch where I go on and watch this thing come together. So see it, we turn on the stove because it's cooking up. See all the seasoning them around here, so all the seasoning get up around here, so this tender already. Scoop, man. Just give it a taste. Soft. Cook. So it took about exactly maybe an hour and a half, because it's not a lot, right? I'm going to cut them in a small pieces, but it cooked tender. Soft already. So we are going to go ahead and add the seasoning them. Turn up back the stove so it can go on, come together. I'm going to add a little bit more hot water from the kettle so the seasonings can cook through and we'll make some gravy. I have a tomato here, see it soft up. So I'm going to just cut off some and cut up in it too. Flavor up the pot, you know what I mean? Take the stem out, see it start go soft and bad, so get the paring knife. See it go soft this, so I'm going to just cut off the back part here and make it cook up in the tripe. Get a nice rich flavor, You add flavor to the pot, Yeah. Wash it already, people. Just cut out the bad part right here, so. And throw this in a pot. So now I'm going to add the green seasonings, right? Bell pepper, carrot, red pepper, everything. Onion, more onion. All it's going in. Pretty up and flavor up the pot, I may have hot pepper in there too. I'm going to wash and add piece of thyme. Fresh thyme, but we keep it in the freezer. So you know that when you put the thyme in the fridge, it change color. But you still get your flavor out of it, After a while, I leave it out, make it dry. But when I did get it, in a rush, I just shove it in the freezer. So I'm going to wash this off. And get it in the pot. I'm going to crank up the burner just a tad. Make it go on, do it thing. So I had opened a can of butter bean earlier during the week. I didn't need too much of the beans, so my bag, Ziploc bag, the remainder I'm putting in the freezer, and now I'm gonna use the rest of this for add to the tripe. So the tripe are going with itself, it are going to do its thing. So while that are cooked down, just gotta add a little paprika, just for color. All it is dried, excuse me, dried bell pepper, red bell pepper. That's all. So we just use it as a coloring agent, you know. So I'm gonna add a little bit of that. Give that a stir. See, that come through nicely. And then you're gonna add some of this. Not much. Not much. Probably just maybe like what that? Tablespoon. Just to add it flavor, you know. Then I'm gonna drop 2 more pimento berries in there. So bring up the flavor. Like we said, I layer flavors, right? So that's what we're doing. We're laying the flavors. I make that go and cook. Stay tuned and watch it come together, guys. Alright, so I don't want the seasoning cook out to nothing, because the fresh veggies are vegetables. You want to eat that along with your meat. Well, me like to eat like that. So I'm going to add in the butter bean. You don't want too many butter beans either, where you have so many beans and that much meat. We just want enough, you know. The carrot them soon cook. I want the carrot them to soft, but not mash out and poto, as Jamaicans would say. You want vegetable for chew pan to along with your meat, you know what I mean? So cover that, lower the heat to a simmer, and I'm gonna put on my white rice. Stay tuned and watch it come together. So the rice is gone on, and put some butter. in both pots. Put a little bit in the rice. I added some badia seasoning, all-purpose seasoning to the rice as well, and no salt, and a little piece of butter. I'm gonna put some butter in the tripe and bean now. I'm gonna crank up back the stove a notch because, like I say, I don't want the carrots to cook too soft. But this is what we're working with. And also, I remember my mom used to use breadcrumbs to make a nice tripe gravy. So I'm gonna add a little bit of that to it as well. Plain breadcrumbs. She used to like leftover hardware bread, and you know it get stale, not in terms of mildew, but in terms of it get hard. She used to grate it and use it as breadcrumbs, which is really crumbs of breadcrumbs, and thicken our gravies, especially the tripe. It thick already, you know, but it can thick up a little more. See there? So I'm going to sprinkle a little bit in there. In honor of my mom, authentic Jamaican cooking. Rice a bubble already. Let me turn it down and half mask the lid. In honor of my mom, authentic Jamaican cooking we are dealing with over here from Buddha Production. Like and subscribe. It thickens the gravy and make it nice and healthy. See it now? See what I go on here? See it there? Nice thick gravy. And it's basically finished, you know. Tripe and bean. Jamaican style. Not curry. Original. When we grew up on original tripe and bean. No curry in there. My mother never make curry tripe and bean. One day me will try, but right now, this is how I want it. Original old school tripe and bean. Original old school tripe and beans, people. Yeah. And the white rice are going to bubble over this. So. Last but not least, people, I'm going to add something else to that. Stay tuned. If you're a Jamaican, just like Aki, I don't know, so I have some black pepper sprinkled on top. Not much, no, because remember I have hot pepper in there already. But black pepper is a must. See there? Make the, we did add some more water. I want to make the gravy long, as we would say. So I'm going to make it cook down just a little bit more and thicken up again. And there you have it, viewers. Tripe and bean. Authentic Jamaican tripe and bean. Don't forget to like and subscribe.